Well, all right, so there are 10 teams, well, technically 9, but we're going to count Green Bay since they had the tie with you guys. Yeah. There are 10 teams that are 4-1-1 or better, or essentially 5 and better.
Right.
So
okay.
How many of these do you think are actual, they're superpowers here, or did they just get a good streak of luck here? So starting with, at the bottom, Tampa, with Baker Mayfield leading.
You
think they're a solid contender at that point? They're not just getting lucky?
They're making little mistakes. I think the game they played Lions, I think that was a game they needed to at least, even if they lose, they needed to test themselves. It was a little ugly.
So they actually had a touchdown got taken away, at the last second there, which was really unfortunate.
I think Tampa's there to stay.
I think they're there to stay.
Okay. Baker's proven it's tough.
Yeah. He's got that winning mentality where it's like some quarterbacks in the last quarter, 2-3 minutes disappear. Yeah. He's got another gear that he can turn it on.
He does not disappear.
No, he's tough.
He'll show up.
Yeah, to me that's the definition of a great quarterback versus a good quarterback, is if you can turn on that extra mental gear to get angry 100%. And focused. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's there.
Okay. Next is Seattle Seahawks with Darnold. I don't think so. I think that is they got lucky. He's been playing okay. Well, obviously he's been playing great, but I don't think he's going to keep that up, especially after last night.
I think it's going to be an uphill battle to keep that type of winning going.
Because I don't know their entire who all they've been playing this whole time, but I think it only gets harder. It's harder to stay on top than it is to.
Yeah.
I think this is more fluky than anything.
Yeah.
It was good for their future, but
for the future is all right, depending if Sam Darnold keeps playing the way he has. But that really what it comes down to. San Francisco with all the injuries and relying on McCaffrey.
Yeah, if they stay healthy, they're a team.
Yeah, but they keep losing people though. That's the problem.
That's what's tough is they're losing. So this is how you know if a team's there to stay, because they're still winning when they lose people.
Yeah, that's true.
They're losing everybody and they're still finding a way to win. So I think if you get the people back that help you win the most, that's true. They've been in the Super Bowl the past few years. They've been in the top the past few years. I think they're here to stay.
Okay. Next is the Eagles.
I think they're there to stay.
They're here to stay because they're also hit with the injury bug a lot.
Yeah,
right now,
they're hit with the injury, and let's face it, even when they play bad, they somehow manage to win.
Yeah,
because they're 5-2.
Yep, 5-2. Yeah, we're still on 5-2 teams. So Hurts has been throwing some good balls too. Because that's the thing. It's like we stopped from last week. Like I said, we stopped Barkley, but then Hurts was able to put a throwing up.
Yeah.
And just
he
can find whoever. And he's got legs too. If he needs to make space, he gets the space.
And that's the thing. He
can get out of that pocket really easily.
Dude, him in the red zone he's probably the most dangerous red zone quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he was what Cam Newton was for a little bit. Where it's he could throw it. Or even Jackson, because he's
I was going to say, I think Lamar
Jackson's pretty rough too.
Yeah.
But it's like they get there and they just they go, okay, nobody run.
Exactly.
And it's always a touchdown. You're like, dang.
Yeah.
Like they had
now,
2
to be
seconds.
fair, his offensive line is so good.
Yeah.
They
give him so much time in the pocket.
They get some of that defense back and they're set. I'm hoping the Giants upset them next week again because they beat them bad last time.
And that's what I was pissed.
My boy Cam.
I was mad last week that we could touch him, but we could never get him down.
Yeah.
We managed to have him. We couldn't. I don't think we got maybe 1 or 2 sacks at most.
Yeah.
But there were plenty of times where we brushed the arm and he managed to squiggle out of it.
Yeah.
On I think there was. We went 1, 2, and 3 downs. All of them we touched him, and he still converted the third.
Yeah, just get the pressure, but can't get the finish.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so New England, this young team.
I think this is a fluke, but I think it's for their future.
I think
they're doing much better.
Yeah, I think it's a sign for the future. I don't think they continue this, but I think they're going to be contenders for the next few years.
Yeah, I think this proves that they're above a 500 team.
Yeah.
I don't think this proves they're a top 3 team because right now they're
because they upset Josh Allen a couple weeks ago. That was truly.
I think they needed to.
That's Drake May, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it took them a few years. It's kind of like with the Lakers for a little bit, where it's like they needed to wash their legacy off.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but they
right,
needed to get rid of.
I think everyone is just upset that it didn't take longer for that to happen.
Get rid of Belichick. You got rid of Brady. I know Brady instantly had success when he left.
Yeah.
But you needed to wash that off because that was the expectation.
He just happened to have been that unique player that could do that, though.
Yeah.
It's your Peyton Manning type of thing, where it's you go to a different team. It just shows how good he is.
Yeah.
Because the very next team, he's able to win a Super Bowl with them.
Because just like another famous Boston team out there, sometimes you got to just try things and see what happens and make trades and
the Bruins.
Make good. I'm at the Red Sox here. You draft, you trade, you hope for the best. You fail with quarterbacks and you see what happens. But now I think they got their guy in this draft this last year or this year, right? Is their rookie? Is he a rookie right now?
No, second year.
Okay,
yeah.
So that you got your quarterback, you got the stuff to build around.
Yep.
I think you're fine, but I think it's a fluke how good they're doing right
now. Rams. I think it's a fluke. All right, I don't think it's a fluke. I just think now that they've lost a lot of players, I think that they're not going to be able to sustain this.
Because when was their Super Bowl? 4 years ago?
3.
3? Damn, that's it.
That sounds right. 3.
Yeah.
So let's say 3 years ago. So you won a Super Bowl. You're a Super Bowl team. For the most part, you have.
But they don't have their players anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have.
But they're finding a way to win.
Generally speaking, I think again, kind of in the New England thing, I think they're above a 500 team.
Yeah.
Do I think they're like one of the top teams? No.
Well, because also I think Stafford is he's getting older, and so he's still throwing good, but he's not as mobile as he used to be. You know, he is still throwing good, but they just lost Puka for at least a couple weeks.
That's gonna really hurt.
Don't remind me.
That's gonna really hurt. Yeah.
So
I think definitely above a 500. I don't know if they're like a top 10 just because.
I don't think this is sustainable.
If you go if I were to see Cowboys versus Rams tomorrow, I'd be like, okay. I'd be like,
we'll
that's
see what
a game we got to
happens.
try to see. We got to win, but like,
exactly.
It's not we're gonna get our teeth kicked in type of game. Yeah.
Nah, I don't feel that way about them.
Detroit.
They're here to stay. But they're also but the problem is they're here to stay, but they don't know how to get just over that hump.
Yeah, I think like they're super streaky this year. It seems like where one game they'll be dominant, the next game like their 2 losses were just like what the hell happened. Like,
that's the thing is you're always surprised
because they lost to the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Hey, listen. Michael Penix Jr. just showed up.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. It's like
he just did his thing.
Yeah.
Right? He got me a lot of fantasy points throwing to Drake. What is it, Drake London?
Yeah.
I would say though, if you are Detroit though, I think you're one that if I see we're playing, I'm going like, oh crap, because like I don't want to play them. But I think this is the last year you might have to shake it up a little bit this next year if you don't get over the hump again.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that means if you make it to a Super Bowl and lose, you're like, okay, cool, like we got there,
right?
Or you win it, But like, if you don't at least get past like,
you have to get the championship level.
I think they're a Super Bowl or bust. This like as far as not necessarily winning, but they have to get there.
Yeah.
Because you got to shake it up.
People are gonna. I guarantee you, people are gonna start jumping ship if they don't make it. They're gonna look for better contracts on different teams if they can't make
100%.
At very least the NFC Championship.
They need to get to a certain level.
Then Broncos.
I think
they're same with like they're streaky.
Yeah,
they're like
it's tough to call
they show
them,
flashes.
Like I'm not excited about playing them next week. But I'm not like scared of them.
I would also argue right now they're probably one of the more unluckiest teams this year because they keep losing or barely winning by just the sheer width of a hair at this point.
Oh yeah.
Because what was it last year? Was it last year where Kansas City won like 6 games in a row at a field goal?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wasn't even. It was the Broncos like miffed it or like they literally dropped the field goal or something like that, the winning field goal.
It's like that's them. That's Denver this year.
That's
where it's
exactly
like they're going to win right at the end.
Yep.
Where they should have either lost or whatever, but like they'll find a way to win it at the last minute. So.
Yep.
I'd say same category as New England, but I'd say probably a little over New England.
Better 500.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I'd say Bo Nix looks like he's a little bit more put
and
together.
Sean Payton as the more trusted coach, the more experienced coach.
The coach is good.
Yep.
I think overall the team just looks a little more put together, even if they're not older.
Goes to show that Russ very well may be playing himself out of a Hall of Fame career because of he went from being great and then all of a sudden just crapped the bed.
Yeah.
And the Broncos, and then did nothing in
you could trade Russ to Miami. If you're the Giants,
you could actually.
If you're the Giants,
I mean,
they need a quarterback, and Russ couldn't do any worse than Tua.
No. That would be something. All right, well, look for the trade deadline there. You heard it here, folks.
There you go, boys.
Yeah.
Let's look for a Russ to Miami.
And then Green Bay technically is on here at 4-1-1.
That's a fluke, dude.
I think,
Lord stinks.
They're
like he stinks. Green Bay is a good team, but he stinks. They don't need to be there. They don't deserve to be there. I'm sorry. Pass it on.
Not sore at all.
Not sorry at all. That's my hot take. Is like they don't deserve to be there, dude.
I think the New England category.
Yeah, same thing where they're good, but not as it's not sustainable at all.
Like, bro, the fact that we lost to them last year again pisses me off for so many reasons because we are better than them.
Yep.
Like,
right.
Our records don't. It's tough because records obviously mean if you are a good team or not.
Yeah.
But like, bro, we had no business losing to Green Bay last year.
Some of them it's exactly that. It's like, all right, did you win by 2 points or did you win by 14 points?
Exactly.
Right.
Like Green Bay, I'm sorry. Like they have a legacy too of championships and everything else. No, they stink. They don't be there. They don't deserve it.
And then finally at 6-1, the Colts. Are they actually as good as 6-1? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'll be honest.
They're riding that train. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of like when Jacksonville looked really dominant a few years ago, where it's like they were just winning and winning.
In
and
all
winning.
fairness, this was the Vikings last year, though. We
Yeah.
did a very similar record. I think at this point maybe 5-2, or I think we might have been 6-1 last year at this time because of the same thing. Because we had a great start, pulled out some nitty-gritty wins, and then obviously collapsed at the end. But I think they're in that category where Daniel Jones is having a career year, and it's going to stop soon.
Yeah, because somebody said today, I was listening to some sports stuff, and they were like, Colts are only as good as Jones will take you.
Yeah.
So the second he kind of starts to fumble again, I think it's a downfall.
Yeah.
Because he's playing so well, it's taking him very far.
I don't know why New England is now my barometer of an above 500
Well, it's
team.
just how they are.
Just the person we talked
right
about,
now, that's just what they're doing.
I think they are better than New England.
Yeah.
But they're right there with like Green Bay, or did I say Green Bay? No, right there with the Broncos. Excuse me.
Do you know what New England is? Why I think you're referencing it? It's because it's like in basketball, like that 5 and 6 seed. Where
Yeah,
it goes
like right there.
It's like you're better than 6 seed.
Yeah.
You're not better than 5.
You're not there.
Like Green Bay, it's like they're about that 5th, 6th seed.
Yeah.
Or not Green Bay.
They also seem to be having
for
for the foreseeable future. They have a pretty okay schedule. So like,
Colts?
the Colts. So for example, next week they're playing Tennessee.
Win.
That's going to be a win.
Theory.
Week 9 they play Pittsburgh, so that may be a tight game
That'd
for
be
them.
a fun one.
So
Be a good game for 'em.
Yep. But then the next week versus Atlanta.
That should be a win.
That should be a win.
That should be a win, but Atlanta's doing some weird scrappy crap.
Week 11 is their bye, then Kansas City, so that could also be.
Yeah.
This is the stretch where they're going to be starting to get
Okay,
a lot of
games I may have to
a lot of
find a way to watch.
proven teams here.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Because Pittsburgh isn't looking like scary, but they're good.
No,
Right.
but
That'll be a good test.
But they're
for
the
them.
same way that they can find a way to get coached to win. That's like again, Tomlin has some great just game management skills.
Yeah.
Like he can, if the team that he has put together can execute what he wants.
Yeah.
Like they can stop people dead in their tracks, even if they have a bunch of momentum.
100%.
So,
It's gonna be fun. I'm not even a Colts fan, but I'm like, it's fun to follow some of these newbies. Like,
it's great to see these teams that haven't
Yeah.
been good in a long time or that good in a long time.
Well, 'cause I'm
Good to
like,
see 'em.
damn,
We're
if
seeing
it's
the
not gonna be
changing of the
Cowboys.
guard for